you know, I grew up with the movie Old Yeller, and I wanted to pick Bowser up by the back of the neck and take him into the backyard and put him down right there.
I have a new video for you guys because we need to talk about YouTube couple Nikki and Dan. They are currently in hot water for recently sharing that they decided to take their dog's life rather than rehome him. Their announcement is giving me Sowder family energy, and their fans want to know why they didn't spare their dog's life. So let's get into it. If you guys don't know who Nikki and Dan are, don't worry. I honestly didn't know who they were either, but they are a YouTube couple with over 1 million subscribers here on the platform. They have a little small family and they like to share moments from their life on their YouTube channel, but they've recently shared a story about their dog that they decided to put down after it bit their son. Keep in mind, their son bothered the dog all of the time, and I'm sure the dog just was defending themselves rather than trying to actually attack their little kid, but we're going to break this down as we go through the video. A lot of people are really upset because they believe that this dog could have been rehomed, and honestly, I believe the same thing. I have no idea why they decided to take its life when it definitely deserved another chance. It turns out Nikki and Dan aren't really handling the backlash well either. Actually, Dan changed his Instagram bio to say dog M-word, M-U-R-D-E-R, literally the word I cannot say, a dog, K-I-L-L-E-R, literally a horrible person. He changed this to his Instagram bio because I guess he's just so hurt over all of the comments, really upset for him, choosing to take his dog's life rather than rehoming them. And I think it's completely inappropriate for him to change his Instagram bio to say that he, took his dog's life and then he put allegedly in quotations. It just really puts a bad taste in my mouth, and it makes me think that he never really cared about this dog in the first place. Nikki, on the other hand, posted a picture on her Instagram where she announced the news, and in the caption, you'll see that they talk about Bowser and his aggressive side. Bowser is the name of the dog, and how he would, get physical with their son, Logan. Actually, at one point in the caption, she claims that she talked to a lot of counsel, and they decided it was time for Bowser to pass peacefully on. Well, keep in mind, Bowser didn't just pass because it wasn't like he's old or he had, a sickness. He passed because they, scheduled an appointment and forced him to pass away. Also, she claims that she spoke to a lot of counsel. I watched her 24-minute video she posted on her YouTube channel, and they made it very clear that they spoke to one person about rehoming the dog. That person didn't want to rehome the dog because of the aggressiveness, and they're like, okay, let's take its life. And they believe that the dog just needed to end there because it could not live a normal life without them. It's just extremely selfish, and I think that's why everyone's really upset. If you look at her Instagram comments, you will see people are asking her, why did you not rehome him? I wish you would have rehomed him. I'm sorry for Bowser. He didn't deserve this outcome. I cannot stand behind this. Explain the situation or not. I'm just one person, but this is where I draw the line. I will no longer be following you. So everyone is really disturbed by her choices, as they should be, because you guys know I really care about animals. I love my dog more than anything in the world. I'm gonna get emotional thinking about it. Follow her on Instagram if you want to. But let's go ahead and talk about this video that they posted on the internet, because again, I feel like it's giving me Sowder family energy, and they're trying to get sympathy about the situation, but really we're just confused on why they thought that they needed to take this extra step to just get rid of Bowser completely. And I think that the husband has a little bit of aggressive side too, in my opinion. So here is the video clip we're going to watch together today. Keep in mind, guys, I took an over 20-minute video and cut it down into about 3 or 4 minutes for you guys. Just the highlights and the important parts of this story, because I am still shocked that they went as far as to take Bowser's life rather than rehoming him. They're just I think because I understand if a dog is aggressive and has bitten that you cannot rehome them, but I've worked in a lot of different shelters, and I have met people who love dogs like Bowser. They just want to have that dog so they can retrain them and teach them to love rather than to bite, but he never got that opportunity. So we're jumping to the part where he is going to talk about the incident that led to Bowser's passing.
There was one incident that happened. Bowser
Bowser got Logan in the face. And it actually happened 20 minutes before we were supposed to leave to the airport to go visit her parents. So, obviously, it wasn't bad, but Logan still is.
Has a little mark.
He's still.
So Logan still has a little mark, and Logan is their toddler who actually just started walking recently, so it's a young little boy just kind of starting to explore the world. At one point, and I don't include this in the video, they actually explain that Logan has gone very physical with their dog, like a lot, like over and over again, to the point where Dan actually explains that the dog supposedly had like cauliflower ear, which is something that happens to wrestlers when they are wrestling for years and years. Their ears become so damaged and swollen and puffy, and actually that happened to the dog because of how Logan would just tug on its ear so much, and the dog actually ended up having scarring because of that. So I do believe that when you have a toddler, like, yeah, your toddler is going to be annoying and grab up on your dog, but that's your time to teach the toddler, no, you don't do that to the animal, and you can't blame the animal for just trying to like defend themselves when their ear is being ripped off of their head.
Filling out from a little mark on his face from Bowser's little, we call him his dolphins.
Oh, he's so cute.
So,
like, what? Those
And
little
it happened
teeth?
in a way that, like, I mean, it almost doesn't matter because the end result was the same. But in the spirit of telling the story, it wasn't like Bowser.
In the spirit of telling the story, like, oh my gosh, it was just like nothing to them. It makes you feel like
attacked Logan, just like you said. It was like
defensive.
Logan tried to take food from him. Oh, sorry.
So in that incident, Logan tried to take food from him. The dog bit him, and they're like, "Yeah, you need to go." It's like, why can't you? I know your son is like very young, but I just feel like, again, like the dog doesn't need to go to heaven. It could go to another home. It doesn't need you guys. I feel like some people are so selfish that they think my dog needs me or it cannot live without me. Like, no, your dog can live without you and probably happily.
No. Yeah, it happened in a moment where Logan stole food from him and, really got in the mix.
Like that lady said, you're always waiting for the worst thing to happen, and eventually it's like, is it going to get to a point to where someone else has to put him down, or I'm forced to do it because of something that horrible happened?
Even rehoming, apparently, from what we're gathering now, when you rehome a dog, it's...
So I don't know if this is true or not, because again, I've worked at multiple shelters and we've never like not accepted a dog because it was aggressive. Of course, like there are issues with aggressive dogs, but there are some dogs that are aggressive that will like defend themselves, and then there are literally dogs that will go and attack people for no reason. From my perspective, from what they're sharing, it sounds like this dog would just defend itself when it was being pulled at or its food was being taken. So again, I don't understand why it could not have been rehomed, but this is the one person she spoke to that gave her advice, telling her to just get rid of it.
Still like your liability if the dog were to attack someone. So it doesn't just, you don't just give the liability apparently to the next one.
Again, sorry, I'm pausing a lot, but here she explains that supposedly in her state, if you give up an aggressive dog to a shelter and it's adopted by someone and it later on it bites someone else, the original owner would be responsible for that, which does not add up to me. If you're giving a dog up for adoption and it's adopted by someone else, I would assume that someone else is completely responsible for it. I don't know how you would just go back to the original owner and call them out or sue them or something. So really random.
Supposedly, maybe that's a state-by-state thing. And basically,
you can't even get out the front door.
You can't even know. We're always like, quick, close the garage. Like, because, I mean, seriously, the guy that came over to help us with Bowser's passing, to put Bowser down, he's from Australia, and that's one of the first things he said when he got there, was he was like, whoa, these are the dogs that are used to hunt hogs because they're so strong. And he's like,
okay, I understand a bull terrier is strong. I know my different breeds, but like you're gonna say a bull terrier is all this so strong and aggressive, and then there's pit bulls and so many other bigger dogs and other stronger dogs than this one. Like you can't just write off a bull terrier like, oh, they're just the most aggressive, horrible dogs. Like, yes, they have aggression problems. Sometimes that's because of the breed. It's like, so it becomes like inbred and things like that. But I just feel like they're really trying to make it seem like Bowser's really aggressive, but at the same time, when they describe his aggression, it's always in reaction to a baby or, an infant pulling his ear, or someone taking his food, or someone messing with him. So he doesn't seem like an aggressive dog, just...
lucky
As
that
if.
this didn't result in anything worse. And that was what the woman on the phone had said. We kind of relayed to her all of the instances where Bowser had shown aggression and we were scared. And by the end, she was like, it sounds like you're just waiting for Bowser's worst attack to happen.
Scheduled him to get put down the day we got back from vacation.
No, we hadn't even thought about it still when we left. We were just like, Bowser's got to get out of here. He's got to be rehomed. Like, this is not the appropriate home for him. And like I said, it was that conflict.
So the incident with Logan actually happened on a day when they were supposed to go on a trip. They ended up not going on that trip, not because of the Logan situation and the dog situation, but because of something else. And they're just describing, you know, those moments.
Like, you guys, you can't.
Well, we were out the door, right? And in the moment, I'm thinking, you know, I grew up with the movie Old Yeller, and I wanted to pick Bowser up by the back of the neck and take him into the backyard and put him down right there.
Like I mentioned, we did that at our house, so we paid for the anesthesia.
Wait, did you guys just hear that? Did he just say he wants to pick up the dog, take it into the backyard, and just do it himself? It's weird because they describe this dog as Dan's spirit animal. And if this was your spirit animal, why would you change your Instagram bio to say such a horrific thing? Why would you describe wanting to take your dog to the bag and just... Like, that is so horrible. But here they're going to talk a little bit about the actual, process of putting down the dog. And just keep in mind, guys, we've got about 30 more seconds of this video clip, so we're almost through it.
Person to come over. And it was good that we got to do it there. He had another dog of his in the past that had to be put down because of illness and age, and had to do it the more traditional way at the facility. And we were just like,
illness and age, like what dogs are normally put down for, not put down for this.
We couldn't do that. So I want to say one more thing actually before we go. Where's my phone? I wrote a list of things that I'll never forget about.
Something about Nikki, and I don't really know her that well, because I don't watch her videos or anything like that, but I've noticed that she, sometimes goes out of, kind of getting emotional, sometimes not getting emotional. It almost seems like she's telling herself, oh, remember, we're talking about, our dog passing here, because I just feel like her facial expressions, I don't see any, tears coming out, but I see her looking really sad. Probably this looks so weird, but, I don't know, she just doesn't...
Before we go, where's my phone? I wrote a list of things that I'll never forget about Bowser that I was going to put in my Instagram post, but I'm not. I just want to read it here really quick.
Honestly, the part where she reads a bunch of things that she loved about Bowser was so sweet. Literally, this dog must have been an angel. A joy to be around, and someone a dog that they owned for over a decade, I believe they said. So I cannot imagine doing what they did. And even again, I'm bringing up that Instagram bio, but changing it to, allegedly, took his dog's life and just kind of making a mockery of it makes it so much worse. And I truly hope that this family learns what they did was absolutely wrong, and maybe other people should actually ask for advice or ask for help before they go and do these type of things. Because think about it, they have over 1 million subscribers. Imagine at the end of her video they just explained what was going on and talks about hey, guys, what do we do? Email us, let us know, is there a place where we can send him? And they didn't do that. They talked to one person and they just took his life, and that's why they should be held accountable for this. And I don't like that they made a video about it. I don't like that they're getting clout off of it. I feel like this is almost they're re-up, they're gonna try to restart their YouTube career because it's been going down the drain. But anyways, I am frustrated with it, and I do believe that Bowser deserves better. And honestly, he is getting better right now because he is in dog heaven, and he is out of a household where he was constantly being bothered by this little kid, and nobody was standing up for him. So why is it making me emotional? Bowser, you will rest in peace. Thank you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do have a package from Bianca, and she's from... oh, actually, I'm not going to say that, but I'm pretty sure... we've actually talked about her on my channel. I'm pretty sure she sent me, the most amazing painting I've ever had of me ever in my entire life. Also, before I open this, I do want to say, can someone please comment below if I look tanner? because last night I used some type of lotion that's supposed to make you more tan. I'm usually not that type of person, so I don't really know what I was doing, you know? But I tried it, and I woke up this morning, and I feel like I look like an Oompa Loompa. Like, I almost feel like the green is not helping me look like bright orange. And look at my hands. Guys. So I'm usually not that person, but let's go ahead and see what this is. So it's got my name on it, and it feels like a pretty legit card. So, wow. You've got a powerful voice. You've got a powerful voice. Oh, gosh. Okay. Hello again, Sloan. Sometimes you mention your difficulties in mental health days, so I just wanted to tell you that so many of us love and appreciate you. You're never struggling alone. I hope you like this gift included. Thank you. Thank you, Bianca. And this, oh my gosh, she told me about this a long time ago, and it's a magnet that she painted of an elephant because an elephant is my favorite animal. And thank you so much for that. I've actually been really struggling lately, and I feel like sometimes I used to have like my other YouTube channel where I would go and talk about it, but I don't really talk about it anymore. So thank you so much for that sweet letter, and it's really nice to know that you got my back. And I really appreciate it. I love the art. Literally, the painting you gave me is the most beautiful painting I've ever had in my entire life, and I love this so much. This is so beautiful, and I love elephants. So thank you so much, Bianca, and thank you for having my back. I will have yours as well. So I will see you guys in a new video soon. Bye, guys.